Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a new product I want to test out, and that is this Meguiars Detailer Series non-acid wheel and tyre cleaner. So this has only just become available in Australia, so now you can pick this up at Repco. I have been using P&S Brake Buster as my non-acid wheel and tyre cleaner for a while now, and I've always been interested to try out both this and the Adams wheel and tyre cleaner. So now this one's available here. I went and picked it up. So this will be $28 for this 1 litre or 946 ml ready to use bottle, and it seems to be the same or very similar to the Meguiars Detailer Series bottles, which I have picked up previously, as I do use some of their other products in this detailer range. Now this one comes ready to use, so no dilution has to be done. But yeah, for $28 for a litre, it's not the worst value, it's not the best, but you can buy it in a 4 litre or a 1 gallon, 3.8 litre for $64. So a little bit more expensive than Brake Buster, but yeah, if you pick up the dilutable bottle in the 4 litre and one of these sprayers ready to go, you can continue filling this up. So yeah, I'm pretty keen to try this out. So I've got this extremely filthy wheel today to test it on. So yeah, we're going to try this out. I'm going to set the camera up, see if it sort of foams up while cleaning, because I do like Brake Buster, how that's sort of how I can use it. I normally use it in a foam cannon, and if I pick this up in the 1 gallon or the 4 litre bottle, I will end up probably doing the same. But for now, I was going to test it out in this spray bottle, ready to go. So we're going to follow the directions just to be safe. And so it does recommend to spray the wheel and tyre down first before using, and as this car has been sitting in the sun, that's probably a smart idea. So we'll quickly do that. Okay, so I've got it sprayed down, and it's not always my favourite way to use these, as I feel like it's just kind of diluting the product even more, but let's give it a try. So turn it over to the spraying function. There we go. So yeah, these Meguiars sprayers are really good, and wow, you can see immediately getting some browning off the tyre, so that's definitely a good sign. It means it's got some good cleaning ability. Yeah, very impressed with that browning. To be honest, it seems to be a lot stronger than the P&S on first sort of initial spray. Like, I know these wheels and tyres get a lot dirtier than I let the Evo wheel and tyres get, so I don't often get as much browning on those, but yeah, that's pretty impressive. So we're going to let that dwell for a minute. It says no more than 30 seconds. So I guess we're going to rinse it straight off as a first test and to see what it does with just spraying and rinsing. Now I do obviously have my wheel bucket here with some wheel brushes. I don't think it's going to do much with just rinsing off. So we'll do that first. We'll see what it does for the tyre. So that's been close enough to 30 seconds. Let's rinse that off. Okay, so I'm actually quite shocked at how well that just cleaned the wheel. I normally have to scrub at these wheels quite a bit, and that just completely rinsed off anything that was there. Now that, yeah, I'm pretty surprised. Now obviously there's still some areas and probably where I just didn't even rinse, but but for just quickly spraying on and within 30 seconds or so rinsing that off, that has really blown me away. I'm quite impressed with that. Let's I want to spray it down onto the tyre again, see if it gets any more browning, which surprisingly it isn't. So it seems like that completely cleaned the tyre. I will scrub it, so I'll grab my tyre brush out. And give this a little scrub. Surely it's going to pick up a little bit. And it does actually foam up quite nicely too. And we'll just quickly get, actually I didn't really spray onto the wheel this time, so I'll also spray the wheel down. Get my easy detail brush and we'll just get into some of these tighter areas. So you can see it foams up quite well. So pretty easy to use product. It does, mention that you need to rinse it off within 30 seconds. I'm not really feeling like it's drying very quickly or anything. If you're working directly in the sun, then I guess you have to be a little bit more careful, but this is very little effort to clean these wheels, and we'll just get in. So you can see just how nicely it foams up. This bucket is actually just had water in it, so the only sort of foam you're seeing in there is coming straight from the brush I just put in there. So this is just water, there's no soap in this, and this is just how much this product foams up. So yeah, very similar to Brake Buster in that style. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to get into the lug area there. So now let's rinse this off again, and you can see a little bit of browning on the tyre. So we'll rinse this. Okay, so now the wheel is completely clean. I didn't go inside the barrels, but even inside the barrels, not going to be clean, but the amount of gunk that has come out from inside the barrels there without me putting a brush in there at all is quite surprising. And just the actual wheels themselves being white, these are really good to test wheel cleaners on. So I did miss a little bit here, but it was loose, so if I just rinse that, is now clean. So yeah, I didn't expect this to be as good as it is. I'm pretty surprised by it. I'm going to jump onto the other side of the car and do the other wheel as well, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. The two front wheels on this car are the most dirty, so I'll do the other front wheel, and yeah, we'll see how it does there. Okay, so come over to the other wheel, and we're in direct sunlight now, so this will be a bit more of a test. So we'll give it our first rinse. Okay, so you can see off the rinse that it doesn't really do much. Now it's softened, so to use a brush or wipe this down, it would quickly clean the wheel. That's where this is surprising me. So this tyre is a lot dirtier, and look at that instant browning. So I got a bit of that sprayed back on me there, so I moved out of the wind. So this one I'm going to be just spraying and rinsing. So I want to make sure I get full coverage. I'm using a lot more than you'd need to, but I just want to see just how well this will work if it gets full coverage into all these little gaps. So that's plenty. You can see the tyre is gone completely brown. Hopefully you can see that. So pretty impressed so far. So don't leave this too long before we rinse it, as it is in the direct sun over here. So I just want to really make sure the wheels, which I sprayed last, I probably should have sprayed first, get full dwell time. So I'll just spray a little bit more on the tyre before it dries. And that should be enough time. Let's give this a rinse and see what it does. Okay, so we have got pretty much completely clean. So making sure I sprayed into every little crevice and rinsing thoroughly, it's actually completely cleaned the wheel. There is no real areas I need to use a brush. Even in here, you just look at how clean that is. So I'm definitely picking up the gallon of this stuff. So yeah, there you go. There is the Meguiars D143 non-acid wheel and tyre cleaner. Completely blown away with how good this stuff works. I really expected any sort of wheel cleaner, when a wheel's this dirty, I really expect to have to get in, use all my brushes, and really go in and clean it thoroughly. This stuff is literally spray and rinse off. I didn't expect it. I picked it up really thinking I was going to continue using Brake Buster because it is a little bit cheaper to buy. But if this is so strong and powerful that I can just spray and rinse off, then I think this is going to be my new go-to for wheel cleaner from now on. I will pick up the gallon and do some more testing, see if I can use it in the foam cannon, which is generally how I use the Brake Buster. But to be honest, using it like this, a couple of sprays, especially on the Evos, which aren't as dirty, yeah, I don't think I'll be even bothering getting the foam cannon out. Get good coverage with this. It's a really good spray, like I said. So I'm highly recommending this stuff. I still have the back wheels to do, but I think I've got enough footage for you guys now to really see just how good this stuff is. So I'll try and get out of the sun. So yeah, I'll put a link to this in the description. If you're in Australia, it's pretty new for us. I was trying to buy this in the gallon originally from the US because I just was keen to try it out. Luckily I waited and was able to pick it up in this ready to use bottle. But also now we can pick it up in the larger bottle as well. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this stuff. So link in the description, and definitely recommend you pick some out. Let me know if you've already used it or if you're planning on using it, what you think. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and there's plenty more videos like this, testing products, comparing products. We'll probably compare this against Brake Buster at some point. Once these wheels get really dirty again, I'll do one on each side and see which one works the best. So if you guys are keen to see that, definitely let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.